this GSL Code S. Bottom center in the red.
SK Telecom T1 Dream.
And in the upper right, in the yellow,
GNL Green Wings Log.
Has to be very happy with that last victory. Super well played. I really like the style he played too. Going into the quick tech, using the little burst of speedlings at a very weak time for Dream, and utilizing them so effectively there.
Really taking the steam out of Dream's strategy. Dream not able to push out on the map. I think a lot of times we forget that just because most of the time there's not huge, a huge amount accomplished from Terran when they're on the map controlling the creep, that therefore I think a lot of people tend to dismiss it psychologically as something important that they have to do.
Sure.
Maybe people think of it as just them being active with their units because they have high APM, but you can see really when Terran doesn't have that momentum and some pressure on the Zerg, really Zerg can get out of hand.
Yeah, it is the case. Like Zerg is the scary one when macro goes completely unchecked. Zerg has the most explosive economy. Like the rounds of drones, the fact that they can just expand a little bit quicker than everyone, the mobility behind them. It's very, very scary stuff to deal with. And, you know, Rogue used that to his advantage, knowing that Dream had to be pushing out at that time. His Zlings were in the right type of spot to kind of run by and mess with him. I think that Dream played well, except for the fact that like he scouted there was no third, and then I wonder what he thought Rogue was doing exactly, because a lot of times when you scout that there's no third, the Terran will just throw up a turret in the main and a turret at the natural. Because if you have just one each, that stems a lot of losses.
Well, I need to give a shout out to a special member of the StarCraft scene.
Is it me?
No.
What?
No, it's definitely not you. We need to talk for a second about Winter's dog.
So tell me about this.
I forgot the dog's name, but it's so cute.
Why is there a dog?
Well, I mean, I would assume he just owns a dog that probably.
But does it just
him.
sit there? Like
yeah, it sits there and just watches him play StarCraft.
I like that. That's
yeah.
cool. Does it have a
what?
I was gonna make a meme joke.
The dog, it's a cute dog, man.
Yeah. Does it have a T-shirt on that is asking for donations?
Oh, he should do that. That'd actually be smart, man. That's
be.
how you win in this game you're streaming. That dog is so cute, man. And so I've decided, if and when I stream again, I'm going to tie my cat to a chair. Let me go! Yeah.
Actually, my dog sits next to me like all the time when I'm playing.
Dogs are much more effective about this. Cats are sort of very sweet animals, but also at times just too cool for humans, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll put a webcam on my dog. That'd be cool. Yeah. She's really cute.
She is.
Everyone loves Pippa.
Dog cam.
Mm-hmm. Dogtosis.
Dogtosis, whoa.
Dogtosis.
Can't believe we didn't think of that in the years we've known each other.
Her actual name is Pippa, though. It's a pretty cool name.
The actual name, though, really is actually Dogtosis. Now, we see Dream here has definitely already made some adjustments. Very
he's playing very differently here.
Turtley play.
Yeah, he's staying safe right now, but he's getting that quick medevac. He's getting quite a few Hellions, has a decent amount of Marines. Ooh, the Roach Warren coming up for Dream. That could be actually for Rogue.
Yep.
That's actually pretty important there because look at this. It is. He's going for like a very powerful Hellbat-based attack with medevacs and a few Marines in there as well. So if oh my God! I think he actually saw the star port. Oh my God! He saw it with no add-on. That is the biggest tell in the whole entire universe.
Yeah, no ambiguity
I wonder
here.
if he's just making a Viking right now. No, probably not. And that means he's going to have a lot of roaches, and that's exactly what he needs to hold something like this. But that doesn't mean that Dream can't do damage here.
Yeah, it's all going to come down to execution. Here we see the, it looks like he was interested in doing the elevator push here.
Mm-hmm. When he sees roaches, he may want to just hit the front.
Well, this is not doing much very quickly.
Yeah.
Really no way he can unload. With 4 roaches, you're just going to kill everything as it comes out. Rogue has wisely not used that hatch yet. So there's not much he can do there.
If he had anything out there, it would just die.
Yeah.
Be fried instantly. But now he's getting a Baneling Nest tasteless and making a lot of lings. We might actually see a Roach Bane bust.
Yeah.
And this definitely can be very effective. Now the Viking kind of pushing away all the Overlords. Yeah, this Roach Bane could be really good. Okay, he's starting bunkers. That is exactly what he needs to do right now. In fact, he even has a couple of Widow Mines, so seems like he's got a pretty good take on what's going on here.
Well, the Hellions, although they're not defending, they are going to get a lot of kills on these drones back here. Meanwhile, the attack is commenced. And I am confused. Is it?
Yeah, not bad hits here.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Dream?
Oh, my God. This is actually still there. That's what I was getting worried about. He does get in here. Now, the bunkers are going to finish, but I think with the surround that the Lings are going to have and the roaches, I mean, I think he just one-shots this. Oh, no. SCVs are pretty good guys. They can repair pretty fast. I think we can all.
He's actually killing off some of these SCVs as well.
Yeah.
That is another way that he can kind of do this. And the SCV count is getting pretty low.
Oh, wow. In case you forgot about the Widow Mines, they're still there. Banshees are out here now. More Lings are being rallied down here. It's unfortunate he didn't get that wallet out because this makes the rush continue for a while now.
Yeah, indeed. With all these Lings running in as well, it's a little bit annoying for the Banshee to have to deal with all this almost on its own. Some nice micro here by Dream, trying to hold on. He did do some damage over at his opponent's base here, but Rogue is just doing way too much at the moment. Yeah,
when these Banelings finish, I think it's inevitable he's going to have a bunch of good connects, and I mean, that's...
Well, when you have so few SCVs, you can split them pretty well.
Yes, you can.
Splits them in ones.
The rush is continuing here. I don't know if actually...
Rush should be ending anytime.
Yeah, I was going to say Rogue might be overextending a little bit here.
Yeah, the last few units coming in didn't really have meaning. Their lives were lived and
their lives were a lie.
Traded in vain. Okay, so at the end of all of that, 26 SCVs of 38 drones. There are 3 hatches, though. We do have Banshees out, which is kind of an important thing to mention. These Banshees full health right now. No Cloak to have to deal with. Yeah, I mean, Dream can still possibly come back from this with upgrade advantage plus Banshees coming in and maybe getting some damage done. But it looks like Rogue is really being careful, making enough spores. Realizes that the Banshees are one of the real ways that he can lose control of this.
Well, this is about as much as Dream can really do at this point in time. But it is something. There's a Spire now coming up here, and now we're going to get to see Zerg make the... oh, is he going to get it?
No, not quite.
We're going to see that basic Zerg Mutaling, Baneling army. And I think from here, the best bet for Rogue is to just try to deny the third base. Do some good Muta harass.
Yeah, he might be able to do some pretty good Muta harass, too, because there's not really that many units out for Dream.
Well, Dream took a serious beating back there in his main. Also, important to note, we were talking about this before the game started, but the space between the third base and the main base for Terran is definitely a location that Zerg can abuse with Mutas. And this is sort of the perfect setup for that, the way this game's gone early on.
Yeah.
Terran is much less likely to have turrets in their main when they took a lot of damage and lost a lot of SCVs early. They're really trying to get back to what the game would normally look like.
You have to skimp on something to catch up on what you lost.
Right, and that's why a follow-up play like Muta Harass can go brilliantly.
Well, he does have his 1-1 on the way. Unfortunately for him, +2 attack just started for Dream. So, and in fact, he even does get the armor, which is really good. That means he's like a full 2 upgrades ahead, and right after Rogue catches up, he'll be 2 upgrades ahead again. So this is like, if Dream can just kind of hold on, those upgrades are definitely something that can carry him through. But we'll see what these mutas can do. 10 mutas are no joke. And I haven't seen him building any turrets, so that might just catch him completely off guard. Yeah, look at that. Where's the turrets? Oh, there's one. That's actually pretty important. It looks like it's even going to be the first point of entry, so good guess there.
Yeah, good call.
I mean, it's logically based on the positions anyways, but oh, he gets it right before it finishes again. 2 games in a row right there to that exact turret.
Okay, and it's happening again. SCV count's going to be dropping pretty quickly here. And from here, Zerg can kind of naturally ping-pong through the Terran's base and just start to damage various locations.
Yeah, and look at this. Just stray Marines coming up to try to battle these mutas, but...
Oh, wow, I didn't see this. Over here, we have an attack. Although Link's actually doing a decent job of cleaning this up, I guess we'll have to go back over to the Terran's main and see how this is all going.
Ooh,
oh,
good Widow Mine hit. Really good one. That's going to allow these Marines to actually chase them off instead of just die now. Ooh.
Oh, nice. Even getting that one soften Marine. Oh, my God, don't do it!
Why'd you do it?
Run away.
That hurts. He had 10 mutas and now he has 3. Well, God, that's really, really painful. Now, 2-2 is about to finish for Dream as well, so it looks like things have started to go his way a bit more.
Sure.
Rogue is actually sitting on 3 base, so he has started his 4th.
And I think we might, in a little bit here, actually see the first real push from Terran. We've seen a few moments where Terran made some jabs, but not really something that's meant to start wiping out everything that's Zerg.
Yeah, he needs an uppercut at this point.
Yeah.
The jabbing time
is done with. He needs to use his fierce or his roundhouse kick or something, you know.
Absolutely. But, you know, there is a possibility that Rogue focus cancels coming up and flanks with Banelings, and that's it.
Well, I think this is really a game where Dream, you know, his Ultra meter was up to the max. You know, he took all that damage, and, you know, it's time for revenge.
Did he use his bars defending the mutas? That's
the question. Did he economize those 4 bars, you know, or was he just using the ridiculous fireballs that his opponent could just jump over?
Yeah.
That's the question.
I don't know, man. Well, all I know is Rogue has 2 choices. Okay, he needs to slide under Dream's attacks like he's Blanca, or he needs to defend this like he's Guile. There's no in between.
Yeah. Well, if he does defend like he's Guile, he's going to have to follow that up with a headbutt into Balrog's Ultra, which suddenly escapes me.
It's really, yeah. That's okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, the push is coming up here. The supplies were even a second ago, but Zerg's taking the lead. That won't matter too much if Terran attacks quick enough. And he backs up. He says, okay, I want to get rid of this creep, regroup. It is, of course, difficult for Terran in this position to know where the Zerg's at. Yeah,
he's being very careful the way he's zoning around. Like, he ran 1 Marine in. He's coming around from the other edge. And this is actually the right way to attack that base, is you want to attack down a hill into it, because that's very difficult for Zerg to actually engage on. So really good, starting to pick off those creep tumors. This is why this map is really hard for Zerg. You know, this 4th base specifically, being able to attack downhill into it, and the creep will recede. A lot of Banelings on the way. He's going to have to get those hits, though. We do have a Widowmine Burrow speed upgraded as well. Oh, pretty
nice
good hit.
Connect, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising. It's a lot of Banelings on the way as well.
They're just now hatching, too. Oh, there's even more. Excuse me, I didn't see that on the right. Oh, and a nice interception here.
It's quite a flock of mutas.
That's a murder of mutas, my friend.
Indeed it is. And you know what? His little Banelings are actually doing a fantastic job. He's cleaned up quite a few Widow Mines, really dented that push quite a bit. But Dream is going to take his 4th, and I almost feel like this is almost like an admittal from Dream, like, okay, I actually can't break this right this second. But he's going to regroup. He's going to keep upgrading. That 3-3 is almost done. We haven't even mentioned that yet, but that's a big, big deal.
Oh, I thought he was pulling the boys for a second. He's just taking a 4th.
Pulls them, and then like 3 Banelings come on. He's like, "Oh, I guess wrong matchup."
This is not a viable strat in this kind of game. Well, the mutas are here to just draw attention away from the soon-to-be fourth base. Although he may have actually overextended there.
Yeah, well, he needs to fly out with those mutas. I'm not sure what the mutas are up to right now. I hope he's not losing all of them. He's lost 8 so far in that main base.
Ugh. You know, the problem is this command center will still land.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like...
Was any of this worth it?
If CC had landed and maybe he had right-clicked with the banelings on the command center, it would have been different.
Wait, did he actually skip 2-2?
I don't know.
Because 3-3 for Dream. I actually really want to see what the Zergling upgrades are. For some reason, I'm not 100% sure right now. Because if he's actually on 1-1, this is such a different game than if he's on 2-2. If he's on 1-1, he literally has to win via good banelings. If he's on 2-2, then you can still kind of battle a little bit. Anyways, this is going to be tough either way. Some nice splitting and running back. Good baneling split here. But actually, we actually see Rogue cleaning up pretty well.
Man, now the fourth base should be something that Rogue could contest here. Just wants to make sure the Terran's zoned out enough. And then he could switch right back, or not, I guess. I guess he could suicide those veins in there. Rogue, I gotta say, Rogue's army is getting a little bit sparse here and there. But I guess he's just barely winning every battle, so maybe it doesn't matter. I believe, okay, now he's going to go up here to the fourth.
The thing is, he's down to 11 mutas, and his armies are all baneling based, so that makes it a little bit scary for him as well, because he doesn't, like, there's no long term. Every time he takes a battle, he has to remake everything just like Terran does. So
sure, yeah.
That makes it a little bit harder, but at least he's retaining some amount of mutas here.
Well, banelings are going to be pretty effective against the planetary in a moment like this. Fourth base is just isolated from kind of the bulk of where Terran is in the bottom center.
If he can bust those turrets and some SCVs with Banes or something like that, that'd be pretty fantastic. Yeah. But he's got to be careful, because if he commits too many units to try and take out the fourth, we might see a big enough army that something can be done by Dream.
I think he just kills it. 120 supply to 200.
I think you're right, yeah.
All right, unless he maybe splits it up too much.
Now he's just trying to hold him back with these. In the meantime, we should be having him hit the fourth, but we don't see the minimap. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what he did. Okay, so that's a good pickoff.
Nicely done. He backs that. And he'll just go back home and remake all this.
Yep.
I think he will have a counter push here by Dream just because he's up this far anyways. Now, if that's beaten off, then I think that's going to be the end of the game.
Yes. Completely agreed with that. And that will be. And GG!
We have a winner!
All right.
Rogue!
Pretty sick, man. And that leaves us with only 2 players that are still in both leagues, and that's Maru and Life, kind of fittingly.
Yeah.
Right? Those are some pretty good players right there. But Dream, he did very well here in GSL. And I expect him to be someone that becomes a regular.
I love what you were talking about earlier, Ortosis. Rogue is a player who said, I just want to improve. Essentially, that's I just want to learn. That's probably one of the best approaches you can have.
Yeah.
Not, I want to win a GSL or I need to at least get top 8.
You see, that's
about winning, but you want to, probably in a state like he's in, just keep learning because the winning will come along with that.
He's being really realistic, too, about his skill. Like, Dark right now is like, well, I want to win stuff. And it's like, okay, Dark, I guess you can say that you actually are like complete package full Zerg right now.
Sure, yeah.
Rogue is like really good right now, like really super good, and in fact is getting further than Dark here, but there's like little pieces of his play that aren't quite, like he should be just trying to improve still.
We're going to go to the winner's interview and see how Rogue's feeling now that he is in the round of 8. Our second player to escape out of Group C is Rogue. Congratulations, Rogue. Rogue says thank you. How are you feeling, Rogue?
정민주 선수를 잡고 쉽게 올라갈 줄 알았는데
The first match against Rain, I defeated him, and then I thought everything else should be easy from there. But it was actually much tougher than I expected. Anyways, I'm glad I made it.
그래도 첫 8강이잖아요. 기쁘지 않으세요?
너무 기쁜 것 같아요.
But it's your first round of 8. You must be really happy. And he said, yeah, I'm really happy.
경기력이 일품이었습니다. 준비 많이 해오셨죠?
준비는 안 했고 그냥
Seems like you prepared a lot.
기본기로 하려고 했어요. 좀 꼬아서 하려고 했어요.
정말 기본기로 하셨어요?
네.
He said I didn't actually prepare as
자,
much.
마지막에 참
I
냉독증
just played
시원한
this out
러시
with
잘 봤습니다.
the
그런데
basic skills I had acquired
관리는 조금
and using my
아쉬웠다고
fundamentals.
말씀하시더라고요. 어떠셨어요?
스타일을 너무 제가 이렇게 하다가 제가 뒷심이 딸려서 많이 졌거든요.
네.
근데 오늘은 좀
Says I
많이
usually
휘둘러가지고
lose games when I have tough
괜찮았던 것
matches.
이 오늘
But I
시원시원했던
really,
프로토스전, 이 테란전에
trusted
비해서는
myself and kept a
저그전이
good
좀 어렵다고
mentality.
하셨는데
And
어떤
that's what
점이
pulled me through
어려우세요?
into
저그
to
정성
this spot I'm in here now.
빌드 싸움이 너무 치열하고
She says, so what was the toughest
그냥 약간 상대가 배제하면 너무
the toughest things you
어려워가지고
experienced in the
그게 좀
Zerg
까다로운 것
matches?
같아요.
네, 오늘 이렇게 승리의 기쁨을
I'm sorry we didn't get that one,
이루셨는데 조금 몰아붙이는 감이 있어서 제가 박대만 해설에게
네.
질문을 돌리도록 하겠습니다.
충분히 뭐 몰아붙여도 될 것 같은데요. 일단 뭐 적은 없잖아요. 내일
for my green
디저에서도
commentators.
금요일날 디저에서 적은 없기 때문에 앞으로 뭐 테란전과 프로토스전
So far we don't have any Zerg players in group
그 우르선
um,
경제 왜 이렇게 잘
Group
맞나요?
D.
뭐 미니맵이 잘 보였나요? 아니면 오늘 컨디션이 좋았나요? 이런 식으로 연습을 많이 했나요? 아니면 조성주의
Oh,
우려선을
and he's asking
많이
how
막아본 경험이
how is he so
있어서
good
그런가요?
at defending the medevac
그냥
harass in
중력이
those games?
스타일이 드랍십을 하나씩 날리는 스타일이라서 그것만 신경 쓰면서 했어요.
동시다발적으로
He
날리면
said
좀
it's just dream
까다로운데 하나
style
날리고 그거
to
막히면은 또
harass in
하나
multiple
날리고 이런
locations.
식이라서
So
막기가
I sort
편했던
of knew it
건가요?
was coming.
그러면은 나중에 테란 선수들이 또 이런 인터뷰가 오히려 독이 될 수가 있겠네요. 또 다방면으로 또 날릴 수가 있겠다고 생각이 들고 오늘 정인정 선수와의 경기에서 좀 특색이 있었던 거는 세 번째 경기.
So can you give any of the Terran players that are watching any tips on how to better harass a Zerg?
그냥 무난하게 하면 힘들어서 그냥
says
약간
you go
배를
for hatch
불리자고
first.
생각했어요.
그런 플레이 때문에 정인정 선수가 좀 말린
And he
것
said,
같지
yeah,
않나요?
that's unusual style. Why did you do that? And he
많이
said,
얘기는 아니고 저 이렇게 많이
if I'm
해가지고
playing like my normal style,
예상한 것 같았어요.
it's tough to
그리고
beat my
나서
opponent in
운영도
the
굉장히
ladder. So I mixed it up a
깔끔했었고
little
오늘
bit in my
조준혁 선수를
openers.
상대로 했을 때는 굉장히 플레이가 공격적이었어요. 그러니까 몰래 저글링을 모아서 발업된 걸로 상대의
So you
앞마당을
showed
공략을
really
했고
aggressive
그다음에는
style
마지막
against,
경기는 이제
Dream.
바퀴와 저글링 원래는 맹독충까지 보유할 생각이었었는데 이제 급하다 보니까 먼저 뛴 것 같으셨는데 이런 식으로 할 거라고 상대의 어떤 1경기를 보고 마음을 먹은 건가요?
아니요 그냥 제가 바링링을 많이 안
Did you
해가지고
anticipate
한
this
번씩
play style
하면
so you
통할 것
tried to be
같다고
aggressive against him?
상대의 경기를 보고 이제 분석을 하고 정한 건 아니고
네.
네 그냥 본인이 오늘 생각을
And
했는데
he says, no, I
잘 맞아
actually studied
떨어진
his
거네요.
playing style so much.
축하드립니다.
감사합니다.
네.
And he said, look, I pulled out one of my play style cards and it worked, so I kept using it.
상대의 지지를 얻어내는데 성공을
all about the
했습니다.
cards.
이번에 첫
All about the
8강전
cards.
기쁨도 기쁨이지만 이제 다음 시즌부터 코드 S에서 바로 시작이에요.
So you must be really happy to
바로
make it to the
이렇게
first round of 8.
안정적으로 시작할 수
And
있게
you're
되는데,
even seeded
자,
now.
앞으로 더 기대하시는 분들이 많을
You don't have to
것
go through
같습니다.
the
앞으로
other
각오
preliminary matches
들려주시죠.
for the next GSL
이번
season.
시즌
And
마지막
so you have probably a lot of
경기니까,
fans that have high expectations for you. Do you have anything you want to say to the people that
꼭
support you?
우승하도록 하겠습니다.
오, 우승 자신 있으세요?
I'm going to practice really hard, guys.
그러면 금요일에 조성주 선수 혹시
And I
올라오나요?
hope that one day I can raise that championship
장민철
trophy.
선수를
And Gertie's asking about Maro and will he
꼭
advance to the
올라오셨으면
next round? And he says, I don't think he will.
선수가 올라오길
Wow, right away he says no.
말씀하셨는데요. 자, 다시
And
한번
he says, I like MC, I want to see him advance to the
축하드립니다.
next round.
감사합니다.
네. 자, 이렇게 오늘
Congratulations and thank you.
네, 이병렬 선수의 이
And our
8강
toast is
진출
thank you.
소식을 전해드리고요.
You're welcome.
자,
For the
저는
great
금요일
cast.
마지막
It
8강
was
진출을
great.
가릴 16강 D조
Thank
경기로
you,
돌아오도록
fans,
하겠습니다.
for the
오늘
great
경기 최종
passion.
정리
That's right.
확인해 보시죠.
Thank you, Tasus, for
Blizzard.
thanking everyone that deserves to be thanked.
That's what I'm here for.
Well, there you have it. Our 2 Zerg players actually make it out. That gives us 3 Zergs in that round of 8 and 3 Terrans in that round of 8. And tomorrow we have a group of 3 Protoss and a Terran. If Maru gets out, the game is in balance. But if he doesn't,
That is the best possible way you could say it. If
Yeah.
he gets out, the game is imbalanced.
if Maru, perhaps the greatest Terran player in the world, gets out of that group, then this game is obviously bad and David Kim has not done his job.
That's what we have to conclude from there. Yeah.
But if he happens to, like miss a scan or something and lose, the game is perfectly balanced. Just so you guys know, just so we know the rules going into Friday.
Yeah.
So here you have it, guys. What it's looking like right now. It's
Well,
pretty cool.
guys, today was a treat. I'm sorry it wasn't longer, but we had a lot of quick matches.
Yeah, it was actually a fun day. I quite like the
Yeah.
games. And as you see, Group D on Friday, guys. Make sure you show up for this because it's going to be Maru parting MC and Hero. And that's pretty sick.
The group of death.
Definitely could be considered as much. I mean,
It is by me. That means it's official.
It's pretty stacked. It's pretty
Yeah.
stacked.
So definitely don't miss out on any of that. We don't have any casting tomorrow. So
Who's going to make it out of that group with CJ Hero?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
It's a tough one.
That other spot.
I'm going to wait until it's the day of the cast. I'll see who you pick, and then I'll just go with the opposite.
Well, I'm going with
of that,
CJ Hero and someone else. I'm not sure exactly who.
But we'll see that. Good job today, Artosis. We love you guys. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you Friday. Same time, same place. Good night.